out here fucking up your reputation and making you lose money in the process. Now people are like, oh, fuck this game. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all, man. So now you got to come out and fire people because they can't like stop posting crap on the internet. It's ridiculous. And if you go down and you see like the stuff that this person drew, Matt McGloin screenshotted it. Yeah, here was the post that pissed everybody off. I hope the shooter's name is Mario so that Luigi knows his bro got his back. See, like not only are they trying to make a joke at the light of Charlie Kirk, being shot, but they're also showing you how they support assassination culture, how they support it because they're talking about Luigi Mangione, right? So these people support assassination culture. They're cheering it on. They're making fun of it. They're having a good time with it. Y'all got some crazy people that's working in your businesses. You guys got to start, ferreting that shit out. But then they said, oh, I've been told that Twitter, look, this is 5 hours later. I've been told that Twitter has noticed me from across the room. Ooh, ooh. Not, oh, shit, let me delete the post. Oh, let me issue a retraction. I'm sorry. I apologize. No. Let's laugh and then joke about it a little bit more. Some of y'all have never heard of the critically acclaimed Mario Brothers franchise by Nintendo, and it shows. Again, jokes. Not regret. Not, oh, shit, what have I gotten my company into? Again, these cats are fucking up y'all reputation. All of you companies that's out there. And then finally, maybe instead of emailing people's employers, y'all should be emailing your reps and demand gun control immediately. So this is, I think, either just before or just after they got fired. They were told, and we started to hear those leaks coming out that same day that they got fired. And see, it's like, okay, yeah, maybe you fired them, but now it's time for Sucker Punch to come out and put out a statement, right? Like immediately after something like this, hey, we condemn this person's words totally. Everything that they said, we condemn it. We're sorry. This does not reflect our company. We don't believe in violence and da-da-da-da, whatever you got to say. All right. You put together a statement, a nice corporate statement, and then you move forward. Is that what Sucker Punch did? No, that's not what Sucker Punch did at all. They waited a full week, okay? A full week and some change before they finally said something and put out a statement. This is on thatparkplace.com. Sucker Punch finally condemns Drew Harrison, Charlie Kirk comments with an odd statement after a week of gamer backlash. Yeah, it was a full week. A full week of backlash. And you really saw it on the trailer. Yeah, here's the Ghost of Yotei trailer. And you can see the ratio is on and popping. 20,000 upvotes, 57,000 downvotes. People wasn't feeling this at all, and you could go straight to the comment section. I mean, they got 14,000 comments on this thing. This is wild. Sucker Punch's new marketing strategy. Alienate 50% of your audience before the game even launches. Bold move. Let's see how it plays out for him. Exactly. From the people who cheered on someone getting murdered for his opinion. Paused at 1 second, read comments, closed video. I canceled my pre-order a few days ago. Sucker Punch, you can thank Drew for that. See, they going straight to a developer. You can thank Drew. You have no honor, Lord Shimura. Rest in peace, Charlie and Arena. Sucker Punch Studios made a game about preserving a culture from invasive ideologies while letting their own be consumed by one. The lack of self-awareness is breathtaking. You see what I'm saying? They sat up here and watched this stuff unfold for a clean week before they finally opened up their trap and said, all right, yo, we bad, our bad, all right. Let's give some sort of a condemnation statement. Yeah, let's see what they had to say. So after a solid week of silence, Sucker Punch Productions has finally broken its silence on the firing of longtime senior artist Drew Harrison, who was removed after making a disturbing social media post about Charlie Kirk's assassination. This acknowledgement comes after a full week of gamers flooding the comments on every post and video for the upcoming PlayStation exclusive Ghost of Yotei, but the statement released by the studio left some scratching their heads. And then there's the comments, that Drew Harrison made. All right, even including like other stuff, retweeting things. He died doing what he loved, being a transphobic, racist bigot, all of that kind of crap. All right, posting this type of stuff up on the day that somebody dies is absolutely disgusting behavior. So yeah, they said the reaction was swift and furious. Gamers across the political spectrum condemned the post, which conservatives called it proof of a toxic culture inside gaming, and others blasting it as reckless and insensitive. Within 24 hours, Sony confirmed Harrison had been removed from the project. Harrison was defiant in her ousting, claiming that she would do it all again 100 times stronger. They have no regrets. They have no remorse. They don't care. Even when their actions cause them to lose their job, they feel that strong in their ideology. These are the people you got working for you. They don't care if they get fired. So don't hire them to begin with, all right? Why hire these people at all if they feel this sort of way, all right? Honestly, man, anybody that got some sort of a Blue Sky account, man, you got to be careful with them because Blue Sky is nothing but a wretched hive of scum and villainy. Why even, if somebody got a Blue Sky profile, be careful, man. Look at the post on that profile, you know, and just kind of get an idea of who they are. So here's the Sucker Punch Drew Harrison statement, all right? So Brian Fleming, co-founder of the studio and head of Sucker Punch, confirmed Drew Harrison has been fired in an interview and issued what was meant to be a clear condemnation. Drew's no longer an employee here, Fleming said. I think we're aligned as a studio that celebrating or making light of someone's murder is a deal breaker for us, and we condemn that kind of in no uncertain terms. That's sort of our studio, and that's kind of where we are. Kind of sounds like a weird statement. It's like it's hedging. The whole thing is hedging, right? It's like, what's the name says here? Yeah, Marvin, he had said, at first glance, it's a rebuke, but the wording itself raised eyebrows. Fleming repeatedly softened his remarks with qualifiers like kind of and sort of, odd choices for what should have been an unequivocal stance. Yeah, I said it from the very beginning, like when he says, I think we're aligned as a studio. I think? You don't know what your alignment of your studio? What's your mission statement? Can you tell us? All right. What are your core values? What do you believe in as a studio? You think you're aligned as a studio? That celebrating or making light of someone's murder is a deal breaker? You think so? We kind of in no uncertain terms. Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird apology or a weird condemnation statement. Even though, you know, he did use the right words, deal breaker, and we condemn and all of that. It's almost like somebody told this guy, hey, man, you got to come out with a statement, you know, because we've been looking at the stuff on Twitter. We've been looking at the stuff on the YouTube comments. Shit, bro, our game is dropping in 2 weeks. We're getting a shit ton of backlash. Sales are starting to fall off. Damn it. We better put out some sort of a statement or else we're fucked. Or else we're fucked. Well, you're fucked anyway because it's too little too late. All right. It's too little too late, man. And this is what happens. Let me again say this. This is what happens when you have activists working within your ranks and they can't help themselves. All right. They couldn't help themselves. This idiot, Drew Harrison, could not help tripping, running, scrambling, falling all over her feet to rush to the keyboard and type up some sort of a Charlie Kirk gotcha after the man is shot. Couldn't help themselves. Couldn't wait. Immediately after he shot. I don't even think he had passed away yet. And they immediately are coming out trying to drop a zinger on somebody. But see, again, that's why you got to go to Blue Sky, because over on Blue Sky, they think they're safe. They think nobody's going to see it except people that rock with their own ideology. But no. You can be found out, all right? You can be found out. Bruh, if you don't hire the activists in the first place or you vet the hell out of them, this doesn't happen. This doesn't happen at all. They don't fuck your reputation up. They don't have people out here on X or on YouTube dog walking you in the comments, all right? And look, now they're dealing with boycotts from both sides because they fired Drew. One, because of the comments that Drew made, and then because they fired Drew, now they getting it on both sides, man. It's a both sides issue on the real, from the left and the right. What makes this saga unique is that Sucker Punch now faces calls for boycotts from both the left and the right. It's like Disney, right? It's like the Disney boycotts. Like everybody is against you now. Everybody is calling for boycotts because you guys fired the developer, you know, and this is some of the screenshots. I think Master the TDS put this together. Yeah, Master the TDS put together the screenshots of people saying, nah, we're going to boycott your game. This is all Blue Sky, so you know this is all from the left, okay? It says on the right, gamers are livid that a developer could publicly mock political violence in the first place, accusing the studio of harboring a toxic culture. On the left, activists are angry that Harrison was fired at all, portraying it as a capitulation to so-called right-wing critics and vowing to boycott Sony titles in response. And we saw the curated group from Charlie Kirk Detected. And look, man, if this person was never in your studio to begin with, now it's just a game that's coming out. If this person never said a word, never said a mumbling word, just going about my daily work, and oh man, somebody got shot, you know what? I'll put thoughts and prayers in my thing, and then I'm just going to keep it pushing. I'm not going to try to put some zingers and some gotchas and some laughs and some jokes. I'm not going to do all of that crap. regarding an assassination. I'm not going to do that. If the worst thing, the most I'll do is thoughts and prayers, even if you don't care, or just shut up altogether and say nothing. But they can't help themselves. And look, on thatpartplace.com, they had put it up on X. Smash JT even said, the most wishy-washy response from a studio I've ever witnessed. They don't feel sorry. They're pissed they got found out. Precisely. That's exactly how I look at it. They're mad that the gamers called them out. And then, of course, you know who has something to say about that. Yeah, Kotaku. Kotaku put up their article where the Sucker Punch studio head comments on firing the dev who joked about Charlie Kirk's death. Yeah, this part of the article, you know, it goes over the comments that were made, all right, regarding Luigi. Then less than 24 hours, Sucker Punch said, yep, they're no longer an employee and all of that. Here's the actual, you know, response, all right, a week and a half later, damn near. Drew's no longer an employee, so on and so forth. Okay, and look what Kotaku's pissed at. Despite Harris's swift firing, angry internet users, urged on by clout-chasing culture warriors like Mark Grum's Kern, have been demanding Sony take action against any staff members who may have liked or reposted Harrison's comments. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? See, this is what's so funny about this whole situation, man, is that these cats are the ones that started all of this cancel culture bullshit, all right? Maybe not this particular writer, but you know what I'm talking about. Over a decade, we've been dealing with cancel culture, and it was all coming from the left. It was all coming from that side, and they loved it. They were like, yes, we want to cancel people for their political opinions, where everybody else was like Charlie Kirk. Hey, let's just have disagreements and agree to disagree, and let's have conversation. Let's open it up. We're not here to cancel anybody, make you lose your job. We're not going to do that to you. Nah. It's consequence culture. It's consequence. You got to have consequences for your actions. That's what everybody kept saying. And we were trying to say, no, this is not good. This is bad. Now it's like, oh, you guys are mad? Okay. You guys are mad that now it's coming back to bite you while also targeting other companies and their employees over potential anti-Kirk sentiment. Now you're mad. Look, man, it's like, what's the name said from Andor? What's his name? Luthen, right? I used the weapons of my enemies to defeat them, or something like that.
I'm condemned to use the tools of my enemy to defeat them.
It's the exact same shit. You guys opened up this can of worms. All right, so now we just gonna use the tools of your enemies to defeat them. That's it. That's all. I don't see what's wrong with it. You guys started the fire, right? We didn't start the fire. It was you. So own it. Own it. Sorry, Kotaku. Don't get mad at Grums. All of this stuff that you guys are doing now, this started way before. Oh, he's just a clout-chasing culture warrior. It's like, show me on the doll where Grums hurt you. Y'all are mad at Grums, man. I absolutely love it, man. It's too funny. But look, this is, in my opinion, too little too late, you know, when it comes to this game, okay? When it comes to this game right here, Ghost of Yotei dropping in less than 2 weeks, it's too little too late. Nobody's buying it, all right? Nobody's buying this shit. Like Smash JT said, it's the most wishy-washy response I've ever witnessed from a studio. It's weak. It's weak. It's wishy-washy. I think this is how we believe. You're the president of the company. And then it reminds me again, let me finish with this. Yeah, Kata said this, and I covered this on the previous video as well. It says, if you're caught making fun of Charlie Kirk publicly, they'll say you're fired, but actually they just moved you to another department or friendly studio. Keep an eye on this and see if Drew is working somewhere else. Drew Harrison is working for somebody else real quick. And that's all they've really done. They just shifted them over to another studio or maybe to another department. Keep your head down. Don't say nothing. The gamers are going to be on it. They are going to find out. You know what? I'm curious about that Charlie Kirk detected. Hold up. Oh, yeah. Remember I said it was going to be around 25,000 by the end of the week, maybe even bigger, but at least 25,000. Yeah, 27,927 followers. I say keep this energy up, folks, okay? Because listen, if you want to fuck around, you're going to find out. And we're not playing the assassination cheer game. We're not playing those games these days. That's not happening. So y'all let me know what y'all think about it, man. Again, I think this game is already truly fucked. All right. I don't think anything's going to happen with this. Unfortunately, they allow the activists in their ranks and all of these little, you know, oh, we're so sorry, or oh, we condemn this action. All of this stuff is way too late. You should have had a statement ready to go that next day, at the very least the next day. and condemn these statements outright. Have it written by a professional, not by, Stephanie and HR or something. Hey, Steph, hey, whip something up real quick, because that's what it sounds like. Sounds like they whipped something up real quick. Say this to the game magazine that did the interview. All right, we said it, we done. Go buy our game. Nah, nobody's coming for this, all right? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments, give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.